fall in love with this city. Yeah? Yes. One thing I like especially is the people in front of the house. You know, people take a glass of wine and a paper or a book and spend 1 or 2 hours reading in the sunset, very quiet and very peaceful way, and I love that. This is a very beautiful place, you know, with this wonderful view of the Spau and the church, and these trees. You know, I see them in the afternoons, in the sunset, in these really long sunsets of Holland, and I like to see when the light of the sun is declining and giving shapes to all these colors. It's a perfect place to work for me. I'm working actually in the new novel, and I've been working on it for the last 1.5 years. My intention is to finish the first draft here in Amsterdam. It's an investigation about the relationship between the man and the land. When you take a man and you take off all the things that sustain a human life, you know, affections or goods, materials or safety, and you take off everything, what happens, what remains as a man? And I've tried to investigate if the relationship between a man and the land is enough to provide him with dignity, or if it's able to sustain the man as a human being. It's related with probably with the story of the Europe in the Second World War, because the man suffered deportation and suffered slavery, captivity, and all those things happened in Europe during the Second World War. So I'm interested in this part of the history. I'm looking for this kind of pictures in this time in the Second World War. I'm trying to understand the people who have suffered this captivity and these forced works and this slavery and this deportation. Sometimes you can find that kind of feelings just in the face of the people, in the skin, or in the way that he sees at rest, or smoking a cigarette or something like that, in the middle of a journey, of a day, of work day. I'm looking for that images. Well, this is a success of my first novel. It was really amazing for me. It's still amazing for me. And at the beginning, I felt quite overwhelmed about all this success, all this attention over me and over the things I write. Desde su agujero de arcilla escuchó el eco de las voces que lo llamaban y, como si de grillos se tratara, intentó ubicar a cada hombre dentro de los límites del olivar. Berreos como jaras calcinadas. Tumbado sobre un costado, su cuerpo en forma de Z se encajaba en el hoyo sin dejarle apenas espacio para moverse, los brazos envolviendo las rodillas o sirviendo de almohada, y tan solo una mínima hornacina para el morral de las provisiones. For me it's difficult to write a novel, trying to find always the most precise word or the most beautiful sentence in a whole book, and that's something that I like a lot when I have this sensation, the kind of sensation when I write, you know, get this special moment of I say this in the way that I want and express perfectly what I want to say, and it's a wonderful moment. This is one of the reasons because I write, trying to find these moments of wonderful feelings with the words and with the world as well, with the life.